everyone, and welcome to our special roundup of Marketing Connected's In Conversation Season 1. I'm Xin Ying.
And I'm Rizwana Manjur, and we're so happy you're joining us for our, a roundup. It's hard to believe that our first season has already come to an end after 10 incredible episodes in 2025.
Feel like it was a long time, yet not long.
Yeah, I know. I feel
like a limbo of so many good episodes. So
like we just started this, but it's over.
Yeah, it's okay. It's still season 1, so maybe there's season 2.
There is going to be season 2. There's no choice. We have to bring a season 2.
Okay, my boss has spoken. Season 2 is coming. But yeah, so for this episode, we thought it'd be great to sit down and reflect on what happened throughout the season. Share what stood out to us and some of the key lessons we've kind of like picked up along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. So maybe we can just kind of rewind a little bit, start at the top, and talk about which episodes really struck a nerve and which stayed with us. You start, Shin.
What nerve? What kind of nerve?
Well, good nerve, bad nerve, sensitive nerve, whatever kind you want. But what stuck with you?
Neural nerves. What stuck with me? I actually still recall the one I had with you.
Me?
Yeah, the first ever one.
Oh my god, that was supposed to not actually air. We were just trying out the studio.
I just ran with it.
Yeah, she just ran with it without telling me. There was a shift from conversations around the creative idea, the big idea, to a lot more of data, a lot more of, medium. Where's the reach? How are we going to get the reach the right audience, talk to the right people? What are the platforms we're using? There's a lot more shift to platform-based conversations. But I do see a lot more conversations now coming back to creative. My hair was not on a good hair day, but I can't prep today.
Oh, great. That's great.
Washed my hair and done it.
But also, I think mainly because it was a good way to kick it off. Because then no one really hears about you.
Ayo.
I mean, you're always the one asking questions on a conference stage.
To be fair, I love asking questions.
Of course you do.
I think you learn so much about people just by asking the questions, because it also lets you evaluate how you think, right? So I think that was quite fun. I liked a lot of them. It's hard for me to choose which one I
Do you
like.
have a top one?
I can't think of a top one. Simply because I like everyone on our first season so much. I mean, I've been very blessed to have either worked with them one-on-one through interviews, or when we used to have the magazine, we had Perry in the magazine as one of our cover boys, and then Eugene, I know from years ago when he was in Malaysia. VJ the same as well during his time at TBWA. Manisha and I are old friends, so it's really hard for me to pick.
You shouldn't pick.
I don't want to pick. You're all friends.
We'll spare you. Okay, so since it's hard for us both to pick, maybe we should just do a bit of a summary,
a structured sort of deep dive into what we learned. Okay, fair.
Or the different episodes that we have, so that if you catch it here, you didn't catch all of those that we're mentioning later on.
Yeah.
You can actually go and listen to it.
Yeah,
watch it.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got, I think after your episode, we did have Manisha, who talked about structured growth.
Yeah.
Which forces them to look at what is important.
Okay.
Now, I know it may sound something very simple and trivial, but it wasn't that easy. Simply because, when the company is growing at a hyper growth level, right? All you focus on is top line, top line, top line. Nobody cares about the bottom line.
Yeah.
Because you're on that.
Yeah, the focus is at the top.
Exactly. But I've come in and said, no, we need to improve our profit margins.
Yeah.
And to achieve that, I had to change all of my senior management's compensation structure.
You did that one, right?
I did.
It was kind of a chat with an old friend.
It really was. It was a great way for us as Marketing Interactive also, and for me as well, to dabble into podcasts, because she has such a fun energy that you felt really at home and really just a very, and that's what makes for the best podcasts, I think, is when you have a good chemistry with the person. So she said a lot of smart things about oddly enough, the one I can really remember is the fact that she played the sitar.
Yes.
That was incredible.
the harmony.
Yeah, and the harmonium and the girl band aspect. But yeah, I mean, other than that, she was talking about, scaling fast, building systems with clarity and purpose, and of course, balancing between ambition and sustainability, which were really all very pertinent topics right now, especially this year, which, when I speak to marketers, a lot of people say this is a hard year, right? So those lessons really hit close to home for me. I also like Perry's one as well. What did you think of Perry's innovation-led conversation?
I feel if I had him as a lecturer in uni, I would really pay attention because it's just like, I feel like AI and innovation in general is just a really wide-ranging topic.
Yeah.
You just get a lot of people talking about a lot of things and you don't really know which one's the right one to listen to. So you kind of have to form your own opinions.
Yeah.
But Perry's kind of like, hey, A, B, C, D, E.
Yeah.
Take it.
There's like a method to
Yes,
madness.
correct.
Yeah.
And he puts it in a way where like it just makes it less chaotic.
Yeah.
Firstly, I think that it's a three-step process. One is you do have to find a team which takes innovation as its core mantra.
Yeah.
And that team does become the go-to team to start new ideas, to spread new ideas, to be innovation evangelists.
Yeah, he did the same, he spoke on our Digital Marketing Asia conference as well. And he kind of broke down predictive AI, what AI first means. It's all like, well, sometimes when you think about it, you think like but when you hear him, you really know because he makes complicated issues or matters so simple to understand. So yeah, thank you, Perry.
And then after that, we had Shu Fen from R3. And I feel like that one was kind of like a look into who she is
Yeah.
and like her as a person behind all of the work that R3 did at time now called Media.
Yeah, Media
Sense.
Sense. Yeah.
So actually, in the interview process, I always tell my guys that you need to be prepared to,
Not be liked.
yeah. So you can't be a pleaser. If you are a pleaser personality, you probably do not suit
Yeah.
the role at R3 because we are not paid to be popular. We are paid to be independent.
I mean, being in the industry for this many years, you always, I feel, as a brand marketer or agency lead, you'd always hear of Shu Fen.
Yeah.
But it was nice to peel back on what really makes her tick because she doesn't like talking about herself so much.
Yes, she made that clear in the episode.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that was quite nice. And she was very forthcoming with the interview, right? Like she was very candid. She didn't worry too much about what questions. And I remember before the episode, she was like, let's just have fun with it. And we really did just have fun with it. And she was very open about what she was going to say. It wasn't that scripted in any way. And I think we've been quite blessed that, for our first season, most of the people didn't,
Yeah,
they weren't very
just, like,
scripted.
off the cuff.
Exactly.
I think mainly also because they already have been in the industry for so long.
Yeah, they know what
They
to say.
know what to say. They know what they are doing.
Yeah.
They know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Like for someone like Shu Fen, it's
Yeah.
like how she built the company to where it is today. She did it herself. So
Yeah, and she also
she's
gave
the best person to explain it.
correct. She gave so much information about what she thinks that agencies should do.
Yes.
What are some of the areas that you shouldn't be dropping your pants for, what you should be showing more of instead. So check that out if you are entering a pitch anytime soon, which you are.
You probably are. And then next, what do we have?
Hattie's episode, right? And she was talking about M&As as well.
I get a little bit frustrated when people really focus on valuations.
Oh, okay.
And I get this a lot as an advisor. People come to me and question two is, what valuation is my business worth? But there's different bits of your P&L that you can apply a multiple to.
I think the first time I met Hattie, or I heard of Hattie, was when there was the Happy Marketer acquisition by Dentsu that was happening years ago. And she really, over the phone, gave us a deep dive into the world of M&A. And I thought, it's very hard to write about M&A because sometimes it can be so dry, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
You kinda go the
it's kind of
legalese
tough.
route or something.
Yeah. And she talked about the important things, like if you want to get your agency sold or you want to you're looking to buy or work with a partner, merge with a partner, that's what you need to be listening out for. Yeah. Thank you, Hattie. That was very informative.
Thanks, Hattie. So after Hattie, we had Sai Hong.
Yes.
Which is
Julie's.
Julie's.
Oh, the peanut butter biscuits. Oh my god, my trainer has stopped me from eating them because they are so good. Sorry,
because
Sai.
they're so good.
It's so good and
And
I'm so
you should
addicted to
have-
them.
Wanted a refresh. Like the messy smorgasbord of colors, right? Back in the old logo, and our old design system, right? And it wasn't even a system, right? Just wasn't communicating what we wanted to communicate as a brand.
But also
Forget
so
the sugar.
good are all the campaigns that Julie's
Yes.
does. Super good. What's your favorite?
Campaign.
Yeah. I
Ooh.
think you guys spoke about the one where they were using AI to rethink the role of women.
Yeah,
was
so
it?
it was a campaign film
Yeah.
for Raya that talked about AI.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Then they were imagining how AI is like creating something, and turned out that AI was a little bit stereotypical,
Yeah.
not
not gender bias.
not ungender bias.
Not so
not-
there
not
was
the other
gender
way.
bias in AI essentially.
Yes,
Yeah.
essentially. So then it kind of brought the question like, if you want to change how the world views women and their roles, we have to be the change.
Yeah. Because you're
So that was
feeding the
the-
information.
yes, correct.
Yeah. Yeah. On top of that, I remember you calling him Uncle Sai. So
I did not. Okay, for the record,
he's very cool.
he's so cool.
Yeah.
He's
One of
zero
my-
uncle vibes.
No uncle vibes.
No uncle vibes.
He's one of the coolest marketers. So if you haven't met him, please meet him. He's just so much fun and he's got such great insights. One of our favorite for sure.
Yes. I did not call him uncle. I just said he was like the character in the video, in the film they did.
Who was an
for the-
uncle lah.
Who was an uncle. But
Yeah.
it's like the character. I said he was close to the character.
You're making it worse, Shin. Move on. Move on. Keep it rolling.
Moving. Okay. Next we had Eugene.
Eugene, love Eugene. Like one of the finest, the greatest in our industry. Like that man has so much wealth of information and experience, and just the way he breaks it down for everyone, uncomplicates complicated matters, kind of like Perry that way.
Yeah, but like the marketing side of it.
yeah, the marketing side of it.
At Chargy, we use tech tremendously. At Chargy, everything is automated.
Yeah.
So we actually have machines in the store. We brew the tea fresh in the kitchen. We
Yeah.
hook them up to our tea machine. You would scan a QR code on the cup.
Yeah.
It would have all the details of Reswana's order. And it would dispense all that accurately, 100% every single time in 8 seconds. So at Chargy, we can easily serve 2,000 to 2,500 cups. So 5x a normal place. And that's the innovation and the technology that goes into it.
Really, I love the conversation around tech and culture and community. So we touched on
yes.
like really big buckets of conversation there.
And I feel like it gave us a better look into how Chaji works. Because I think before this, it felt like a distant brand because it was from China. It's not something that we're so used to here in Singapore or Malaysia. So when he explains it, we're just like,
We get it.
we get it.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
it. We drink it.
Yes. Yeah, the peach oolong tea.
Da Hong Bao.
We're just gonna name like our favorites. right?
Yeah, we're just gonna name all the teas. Anyway, next
Yes.
we had another Malaysian. Sorry, it was just a meeting of Malaysians for the past 2 episodes, essentially.
Past three. No, two, yeah.
Yeah. So we had VJ Anan on from Ballsy. Previously, he was at Vayner Media.
Yeah.
That's also one of your old friends. right?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I was kind of jealous that you got to do the episode with him because I think I
Sorry.
was traveling quite a fair bit at that point. But that
Busy
episode
rat.
was so good. I listened to it twice, you know.
Because that's tough. Like I think winning the attention right now is tough because you've got things flying everywhere, like 5-6 different platforms. You're daily scrolling on a million things. You're just fed with so much content and then that's why sometimes people like going to influencers advertising. So embedding your
Subtle message.
messages into culture in different forms. I think that's where we all need to kind of head to.
I really loved the way he was talking about taking risks. And, you know, BJ's always been a creative maverick.
taker,
Yeah. I mean, his agency is called Ballsy. So if you ain't ballsy, then I don't know. So I really enjoyed that. And, you know, the campaigns that he's always been a part of are really rooted, again, in culture, right? So I think that was nice to hear the creative perspective on how I think a lot of brands try to be part of culture. But if you are taking everybody's point of view, that kind of gets rounded and not that sharp. And so he kind of reminds us how to keep it sharp that way.
Right. And I think another point that I found was quite interesting is that the name itself isn't just a description of like the kind of work that he and his partner Eddie put out, but it's also a filter for the people that they would work for.
Yeah, that's
it's-
right.
If you don't like the name, you wouldn't really want Ballsy to do your work for you.
Yeah.
Then it's a good thing.
Yeah, that's right. I agree. I think that was really fun. And from there, I think we moved on to talk to Matt, was it? Matt
Yes.
came down for DMA at that period.
Did.
How the newsletters work in sync with the events, how the podcasts work in sync with the articles. It's a really different experience. This point where B2B publications like us are finding this sweet spot where the content from events,
It's all in synergy. Everything
right,
is,
that's
like,
right.
together.
it's this whole experience now. That's kind of how I think, we'll do it in Australia as well, to have that whole sort of ecosystem synced up.
Yeah. How was that? You tell me.
I felt like I was just having a chat with a colleague.
You were having a chat with a colleague.
Literally. I wasn't really interviewing him.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh hey, how's Australia? How's things going?
I didn't know he studied fish
Farming and horticulture.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you end up in marketing, trade, journalism?
Yep. Unconventional.
Matt
routes.
knows.
Listen to the episode and you'll find out.
Yes. If you are currently in fish farming and you'd like to go into marketing journalism, listen to this episode.
And then you rounded it up with Jin.
Yes.
That was our
Jin.
final. Yeah. And then she talked about like how her past executions of the fashion festival and then now being part of Gusto Collective.
Because as the world has gone more and more towards social media and online consumption, online media consumption, it's not so easy to find luxury consumers. So, for example, when you're going to find, the Instagrammer whose audience can afford an $8,000 handbag, right? So it's not like you can just work with creators with 300,000 followers and you're going to engage the right people who can afford the $8,000 handbag, the $15,000 earrings. So it's not just about views or eyeballs anymore. When you're talking about anything above a certain price point, the target audience has to be, I think, so focused, niche or specific. And
What was your takeaway from that session?
It was very interesting to hear her takes on social media. I think one thing is also because she uses social media herself.
Yeah.
She puts up her own content.
Yeah.
But then also does that for her clients. So then the insights she gave were very interesting, which you should listen to find out. You're not going to divulge it here.
Essentially, you should listen to all the episodes. That's all
Essentially.
what we're saying.
Exactly. So
But yeah, I mean, it's been a really rewarding season, I think, to have all those opportunities for in-depth conversations, to learn from everyone. And, we really also enjoyed your feedback. I know a lot of you reached out to Shin and myself to tell us that you've been enjoying and watching our podcast. And that really means a lot because, you know what, we were just experimenting and now this is going to be a staple for our storytelling. And it's been great to get such a warm reception from the market as well.
Rez, if this series wasn't called In Conversation, what would you call it? Now that we've done like 10 episodes.
Wow. I really like the name. I'd still call it In Conversation.
In Conversation Season
Season 2 coming up
to you
soon.
soon. Oh, bye.
She's excited. This is
I am
her
so
excited face. All right, are you done clapping?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I'd love to continue unpacking how creativity and technology and culture intersect, especially in this era of AI and rapid digital change. And of course, keeping the conversation grounded and what marketers and brands can really do day to day. And, if you've got some marketers that you've come across or agency folks that you think must be on the sessions that we have, talk to Shin. She's the boss. She really is.
So that is a wrap on Season 1 of In Conversation.
Yeah.
and us rounding it up and kind of looking back on the episodes. We've had 10 so far of countless insights and hopefully a few aha moments for
Many aha moments, yes.
and us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening, watching, and joining us on this journey here on Marketing Connected, brought to you by Marketing Interactive. We can't wait to bring you even more conversations in season 2.
Until then, stay bold, stay inspired, and may your next campaign be the best one yet.
See you next time.
See you. Bye.